Alrighty. I'm finally back with another ship video. The test server has been down for months. Haven't been able to play it, hasn't been updated. It was crazy. But they just did an update, and part of it was the test server. So I finally get to test out my ships the way I like to test them out. This is the Krenim Annorax Science Dreadnought. Absolutely amazing ship as far as it looks. This is from the episode in Voyager called Year of Hell. Really cool. Very cool. Great acting. Great story. Fun episode. So, the uniformity is just like fantastic. Alright, let's take a look at the specs. This is the Krenim Annorax Science Dreadnought. I have it at level T6. For right now, I have the Shield's Warp, Impulse, and Deflector from the Discovery Legends reputation. My deflector is just the deflector that I have, which is the solenoid deflector. Not fantastic, but pretty good. And then for my 4 weapons, I have 2 of the Spiral Wave Disruptor Beam Arrays. And in the rear, I also have 2 of these Disruptor Beam Arrays. And I have them all upgraded. And then for my torpedoes, I've got a Krenim Chronoton torpedo launcher, which goes along with the theme. Does a lot of kinetic damage and slows the enemies. I also have the Advanced Temporal Defense Chronoton torpedo launcher in the back. This one does also a bunch of kinetic damage and enhanced. It gives you Chronoton stabilization, which increases your flight speed and other stuff. Let's see. For my devices, I've got the Temporal Negotiator, which goes along with the theme. This reduces bridge officer recharge times. I've got the Red Batter Capacitor, which increases your power levels temporarily, which is really good for getting extra damage and repairing systems. I've got the Subspace Field Manipulator. Modulator. This one reduces damage that the ship is taking, as well as increases the defense rating. For my engineering consoles, which there's not too many on this one, but I figured I'd fill them up with 2 advanced engineering isomagnetic plasma distribution manifolds, or isomags, as they're commonly called. Then I have 2 nanite reinforced circuitries, which increase the hull regeneration and in and out of combat, and the hull rate and the critical hit chance. Then I went along with the temporal theme. I've got a temporal disentanglement suite, which does a handful of things. Looks like shields, it increases a lot. And then temporally shielded data core, which increases my physical damage resistance, which is okay. And then I've got 4 PAX directional energy distribution manifolds. These, as well as a Bellum one. Well, 3 PAX and 1 Bellum. The Bellum increases the critical hit chance, and the PAX increase the hull capacity. This ship comes with a hangar. The hangar is loaded with Krenim Heavy Raiders, which have a whole lot of weapons on them, which are very nice. And one more, my 4 weapon here. I've got the Resonant Disruptor Beam Array that's does radiant damage, or not radiant damage, resonant damage, which is pretty cool. Resonant Disruption Wave. So, this is from a mission, I think, against the Iconians. So, yeah, disruptors and Chronoton torpedoes. So, being a Juggernaut type ship, Dreadnought type ship, this does have a Dreadnought array, which is the Chronoton Lance, which does a whole bunch of anti-proton damage. And then you've got your ships here. This is a... Oh, and then this one here, which is temporal distortion field. Sorry, I missed one. Right here. The temporal distortion field is the console that comes with this ship. This ship, the temporal distortion field increases your flight speed, your turn rate, and reduces energy damage. Also makes you immune to energy damage, and then does anti-proton damage after it expires, as well as stunning them. So, pretty cool. Let's see how it does. These Borgified fools. Let me adjust the volume real quick here. We'll turn down the music. Have a go. And the Chronoton Lance. Very nice. Those are always good. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. There we go. So yeah. Absolutely amazing looking ship. I'm not great with science vessels. Generally, I like stuff that's kind of a little more heavy hitting. But this one does pretty good, and that Juggernaut, or that Dreadnought array is fantastic. So that's a lot of fun. This ship definitely is fun to play. So, there it is. Almost looks like a spider, you know? Kind of a spider, but only with 6 legs. The way the front is there. Anyway, that's all for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy.